communities together to celebrate all that's best about the city. We produce a variety of music and speech programmes produced by local people, and we're run by over 60 volunteers. There's always room for more, so if you have a programme idea or a skill that you want to offer, send an email to volunteers@seclosounds.org. You can find out more about this show, the station, and other shows that we produce by visiting www.seclosounds.org.
Well, coming up in the next section of this glorious It's Christopher show, we're starting to become a little bit concerned at how much show we've got left to do versus the time available to do it in. We've relaxed a little bit too much in the last section, sat back and chatted for too long, and now we've got that difficult balancing act to carry out, so I should just really shut up and let us get on with it.
It's a deal.
You can contact us by hiding your message inside a cracker and then getting pulled at the dinner table, or alternatively you can use more conventional methods such as contacting us on Facebook at facebook.com/MooCamp. You can tweet us using the hashtag #TheMooCamp to get in touch with the show. Text us on 80085, but please do remember to start your message with, was that the red... let me start again. What was that red fish thing all about then?
It's a Christmas cracker thing.
Oh, right, yeah. Or else
you
it won't
put it in
reach
your
us.
hand and it curls up.
Oh, yeah.
That thing.
Or you can text direct into the studio on 07848 930396.
All right, Eliza from Emerson Valley has texted in to say, you are so embarrassing. Simon
Agreed.
from West London has texted. Did you notice that we relocated Simon last week? You didn't listen to this. But Jer's actually relocated Simon. So he's now Simon from West London has texted in to say, finding this double life a little difficult at this time of year. I so want to be celebrating with you all, but need to keep up the facade. Carolyn has texted in to complain about the lid allocation procedures for soft drinks at Birmingham. Lisa sent a long email in explaining why I really shouldn't hate Lewis Hamilton as much as I still do. And Pete from MK1 has texted in to say he loves this time of year, though he's not completely sure why. It could be the family stuff, it could be the extra games we tend to have, or it could be all those lovely, 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 lovely trees.
Can't believe a third one's just come into the studio. This just in, Don's chairman, Pete Peter Winky Winkle Man,
They seem to be really evenly spaced as well. Have you noticed that?
Oh, it has, yeah. Pete Peter Winky Winkle Man today announced a tree amnesty for all Don supporters as we approach 12th night. With a grin, best described as bordering on manic, Winky encouraged every supporter to bring their trees to him for eternal display around the stadium. Bring me your trees, he drawled. I want your trees. I want to roll in their branchery goodness and suckle on their sap. And more in that vein for about 20 minutes. More in this once we've looked up exactly when 12th night is all is and what it's all about. Now here's my favourite part of the show.
Right, for the final time this year, here is a solid gold footy fact. Slaven Bilic of West Ham fame once asked Nicola Sturgeon of Scotland fame out on a date. She accepted, but he thought better of it and subsequently withdrew the offer.
And that's a fact, because Jez says so.
It's the franchise. It's the franchise watch. It's the franchise watch. It's the franchise watch.
Not sure which is more embarrassing. MK Dons fans for their awful songs and banter, or Birmingham fans for being outsung by them.
MK Dons are just a joke of a club.
MK Dons are a bleeping charity club who... That sounded like I was on an advert on a radio show or something.
MK Dons are
MK Dons are a bleeping charity club who bring out absolutely nothing to the world of football but 3 points for everyone.
I quite like that, because it sounds like 3 points and 3 points.
Genius.
Yeah, it's very clever. Funny how MK Dons were trying to make out they are a big club today. I'm not quite sure how we did that. But
no, I've never managed.
I think it was by bringing 980 people.
Because we sung songs and they didn't.
That was it, yeah.
Made a day of it.
Franchised bleepers, hate them and everything they stand for.
We didn't stand for anything.
In hate the MK Steelers as well.
I like that one. That was good. Franchise bleep end alert.
Definition of delusion. Franchise FC singing "Who Are You" at any league club. That's harsh.
No notice taken of any game involving Franchise FC.
Get stuffed, plastic franchise FC scum. Hashtag Bluebirds.
Says them the biggest franchise of the lot. Keep changing their colours and can't settle on it.
Just as an aside for a second, when I when I go and collate these from various parts around it, particularly on Twitter, there's an awful lot of people referring to Bristol City as a franchise. It's
actually, it makes sense
as franchise FC, and it's starting to get confusing. We may have to have a word.
Yeah, it's awesome.
They're mucking things up. Sorry, Jess.
When your karma is worse than franchise FC, you know you should fold. Hashtag slag out. Hashtag bleak off tan. That's a bit difficult to read, though.
In fairness, that was right though, because it's just after Christmas, so Slade would have been out. You know, they're not singing.
That's
anymore,
very true. Yeah.
Can't decide on going to MK Dons or Brentford. Brentford closer, better day out, but on Sky. Don't like giving franchise any money.
Bless. Pleased to see MK franchise losing again.
How did rugby's version of MK Dons get on today? Hashtag franchise.
Do they know who rugby's version of the MK Dons are? I thought they were all kind of
I don't get that.
The same thing.
The original MK Dons. Arsenal are nothing but a franchise.
MK Dons, despicable joke of a franchise team.
Apparently, MK Dons are proud to be thieves, says it all.
Dropping the Dons is now the very final piece in the jigsaw. Apparently. It's the right thing, the honourable thing, and needs to happen for all.
I needed to go back a few weeks for that one, but I'd missed it, so I kind of needed to come
I've missed him.
Yeah.
Like a hole in the head.
Okay, look, ideas we've not bothered to proceed with this week include we were going to do a 10-minute feature on why our defence has improved so much in recent games. I decided that really wasn't appropriate. We were going to do a 10-minute feature on why starting lineup stability is the key to success. But again, decided it didn't really seem like the right time. We were going to do reasons why Robbo doesn't need to spend in January, but yeah, you get the point. Right, that's that.
Tune in to Set Close Sounds every Thursday at 6 p.m. for me, Phoebe Bath, the Teen Scene. I'll be telling you all the latest celeb gossip and playing you the latest tunes, so don't miss it or you'll regret it. Every Thursday from 6 p.m. Be there or else.
Good, doesn't it? That sounds vaguely threatening, doesn't it? You better listen and right.
Do it.
You better listen.
You tell them, Phoebe. Yeah. Okay, you're listening to the MooCamp Radio Show here on Set Close Sounds, and we have the joy of a trip to Leeds on Saturday.
Well, you do.
Just hands?
No.
Just me then. I'm not sure if... I'm kind of regretting doing this just because it would have been nice to just make a stand and say, I will not pay your 35 quid in advance or 40 quid on the day to see blooming second-tier football. How dare you? But Joe hasn't been, so we're going.
That has been... That's not the only reason I'm not going. The main reason I'm not going is because I don't want to. It's
That's
far
a good
away.
reason.
They all talk funny when you're up there, and it's always
I
really
went to Leeds
busy,
once.
I've been twice already.
I went to Leeds once in 1973, never again.
Yeah, obviously.
Coach got bricked.
Yeah, it would, yeah.
I mean, if you don't...
The great coach bricking in 73, they call that.
It's 40 quid if you don't have a ticket and turn up on the day. That's
what I was getting at when I said 40 quid, yeah.
You know, that's a lot of money, that is. I mean, I could afford it, don't get me wrong. I'm not short of a bob or two, there's no point in saying I'm. But that would be... Like, if me and my lad went, that would be 80 quid. I paid 60 quid to see AC/DC, and I thought, oh, that's a bit steep. You know?
Yeah. Okay.
There you go. But I've written down here, will we get a free pie? Because I was reading that he's put their prices up, but you get a voucher for a pie, don't you?
Wasn't it supposed to be a pie and a pint or something?
I'm hoping it's a lovely pie for a five, and it better be a cracker.
Throw him on the pitch and protest.
You know, he's like absolutely barking mad. Their owner, isn't he? They'd locked Sky out yesterday, hadn't he? Wouldn't let them in the front door. You just think, you know what, mate? Stop being an idiot. Just go away. Basically, you could I don't like them. I think they're morons. They're fans, but you could understand why they would be annoyed, wouldn't you? The guy's just a mentalist, you know.
But he keeps saying his reason for locking Sky out is because
they're on the telly too much.
They're on the telly too much, and that's affecting their attendances. And it's like, well, put your bloody prices down, man.
I think that might be affecting your.
It might just have something to do with it.
40 quid, you know.
40. I mean, yeah, it does mean that for Joe and I to go, that's going to be over 100 quid just to get there.
Are you going by coach? Yeah?
She drinks a hell of a lot.
She does. I can't argue with that.
Yeah,
I love that about you, Joe.
Yeah, and then you got to bail her out and everything after.
It's
crazy.
Yeah.
You know.
Anyway, like
I'm
going. What do we think's going? So, what did you say earlier on?
Well,
was it about your phone?
When I was playing with my phone last night, I also was watching the Derby Leeds game.
Yes.
It was a really good game. I really enjoyed it. And if they play even half as well as they did last night, and we play even twice as good as we played on Monday,
then we'll be half as good as we possibly were.
They are absolutely going to steamroller us.
What was the score last night?
2-2.
Okay.
I mean, it was
See,
just,
for some reason...
it was a good game, but they were good. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
For some reason, it would be... Equally, as much as it would be an MK Dons thing for us to go and win at Leeds, it would be such a Leeds thing for them to do to go and lose at home to MK Dons.
That's true.
So I think we're going to lose 4-1.
4-1, okay.
Yeah.
I think we'll lose 2-0.
Yeah.
God, the ever-optimist saying that.
I mean,
they're
I'll
definitely
say
going to win
2-0.
then.
I said 2-0 on Monday and I was wrong, but I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, we can't even say it depends what team he puts out, because if he puts it as
I'm getting
best
bored
team,
of waiting for this battering, so I just
still
want it to
be,
happen.
like, rubbish. Well, that could be this weekend, you know.
Perhaps
I mean,
this
it
is
could
the
be.
one.
Who
Get it
knows?
out of the way.
It's too far away, Leeds. They should move it a bit closer to
Yeah.
where we are, basically.
Okay, we're going to jump on a little bit to...
This just in, following on from the rather odd multiple decanting process utilised by the Birmingham City catering staff on Monday, the Dons have announced that they will be carrying out something similar in future games. To slow down the process of getting served at half-time, which everyone knows currently happens far too quickly, the staff have been instructed to pour all plastic bottled drinks into glass glasses, but from then into glass glasses, into plastic glasses, and then back into the plastic bottle. At this point, the lid will be hung, drawn, and indeed quartered into pieces placed at each corner of the cowshed bar. More on this once we've worked out if we've seen anything less sensible in recent away trips. I haven't either. Probably says we haven't got enough to moan about in our lives if we're actually going to the trouble of writing pieces about bottle decanting. Anyway, texts and tweets, we got a few. Sega from Malmo has texted in to ask if we're happy for her to take over the running of the show, as she reckons she can do a worse job than we are. Anytime, Saga, I think. Saga. Kenneth from Stantonbury wants to know why Leeds are charging £40 on Saturday. That's an easy answer to that, Kenneth. It's because we're stupid enough to pay for it. Doris Ida down from Coffee Hall has cracked already. She's moved on from sending pics of her pics of her wearing the coat, and is now sending in pics of her with what can only be described as sprawled on top of the coat. Wrap up, Doris. I can't read. Paul from Great Linford says halfway through the season, repeat what we've done so far and I think we'll stay up. Can't really argue with that. And Martine from Tinkers Bridge says see you on Saturday. We're not sure who we're saying that to though.
That's fair enough. Okay, thanks, Martine. Okay, look, we've got a couple of minutes. We're going to have something going on in the background just as another little tribute for dearly departed. But what have we got coming up next? What's our next game after Leeds?
Cobblers.
It's the Cobblers.
Cobblers.
Who has tickets for the Cobblers?
Me, I have.
You know what?
Is there a possibility?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
A sneak preview, but not yet.
Yeah,
One game too soon. But I think we'll lose.
So do
And I
I.
don't really care.
care if we lose.
No, I don't care at all. I actually think we'll win, but I think we'll win and
I think we'll win.
then draw Chesterfield in the fourth round or something like that.
Fourth round
Is it
times
the
two.
FA Cup? I'm so
This is the FA Cup.
No, we're a big team.
I've heard
Oh. On the internet
that
or
we
in
have
real
sold
life?
both. That we've sold out our away end,
We have.
We
and it's
have.
our cup final.
Yes.
But we've also sold a lot of tickets in the home end, apparently.
Well, I keep hearing rumbles of this, and I think a lot
really?
probably means 5.
That would be quite good. I would
No,
like
because
that.
I know about a good 8 or 9 personally. who've
Okay,
done it, and I would
9
guess as
then.
well.
Because being a Glasgow Rangers supporter, when Rangers go to all the other little grounds in Scotland, when Rangers score, there's more people jump up in the home end than there is in the away end. It's that I'd like to see Milton Keynes starting to do that.
Home fans are effectively the away fans when Rangers come to town, aren't they?
Which
yeah.
is what happens when Leeds rock up everywhere else.
Yeah,
I think we'll win.
Yeah, well, I think we should win, but I think Robbo won't really ask him to go out and do much, and I think we'll save it for Burnley on Tuesday, where we'll charge him £45 a ticket for revenge, and we'll win 2-0.
Yes. Okay. Well, look, it's been a fantastic year. We've got 7 seconds left, so not much time for a review, really. But it's been a great year. I'm chuffed a bit to have been here,
Still
doing it with you
championship.
guys.
Still
MK
champion.
Have a great
Pulse
one.
proudly sponsors Seclo Sounds. MK Pulse is Milton Keynes' local magazine, bringing helpful information on food, health, fashion, money, travel, culture and much more to 84,000 people every month. Plus news, views and what's on from around the city. If it's happening in Milton Keynes, it's in MK Pulse, and it's available online at www.mkpulse.co.uk.